Hi everybody, this is Konstantin Reinfeld and I'm back on YouTube with a little recap video of the FEN Master Workshops which took place in Berlin last week, and I taught my very first multi-day harmonica masterclass over there, which was super exciting. I think it's great to have an event like this taking place in a big city like Berlin. Everybody can easily reach. For me it was just a 2-hour train ride, and I could still meet up with so many international harmonica players. Victor Pruatras, amazing blues player, teaching the blues masterclass. Philip Duras from Sweden teaching jazz chromatic, and I talked a lot about improvising in different styles on the diatonic. We talked a lot about playing in 4th position minor on the C harmonica, different minor colors, a lot about rhythm and melody and harmony and how to connect the 3 elements, and always trying to make music while practicing, how to practice scales, how to come up with rhythmic ideas, how to get inspired, how to combine all these different elements and create contrasts, and getting the listener excited and make them listen, kind of. So I would love to share more and more of that material with you here on YouTube too. If you want to have it earlier and get access to it, I'm gonna create quite a few Patreon videos about all of this stuff, sharing some of the loops that I also created during the masterclass that just enable you to practice these minor scales in like different scenarios, different styles, and check out these different colors. So yeah, things started out last week. On Wednesday I already traveled there, but we had the first meeting together with the teachers on Thursday before starting the master classes. It was like 4 days, 16 hours of teaching in total, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we were well equipped. Like, we had some great rooms that were acoustically treated, at least mine was, which was amazing. And small groups, so we could work very efficiently, and it was amazing. Like, everybody could play a whole lot during the weekend, every one of the participants. And as a teacher, I could also like listen to every person individually and give feedback, which is incredible, you know. And we had these amazing smart boards in our rooms where we could like paint on and draw on and create sheet music, whatever. That was amazing. So it was nice to kick off the workshops, and usually there was like a 2-hour session in the morning at 10, which is a good time for musicians, I guess. There was another session in the afternoons, and then on Friday we had like a session that was going on together with the participants. Let me see if I can share some material, some pictures, some clips that I took here. I'm just gonna share my screen. There you have it. This is like the Harmonica Fan Festival overview. The festival took place in 2022 and 2024. So here you got all the harmonica players that played there before. I guess some familiar faces for you. And then I can show you some insights. Yeah, this is the session with the students. This is Mark Breitfeller playing. Actually, he's a professional player here from Germany, and he plays both the diatonic and the chromatic. He plays more chromatic nowadays, I think. So, jamming along to Georgia on My Mind. Very interesting situation, these jams, too. We had the guitarist and the bassist of Saturday night's official concert there in our classroom. Victor Pruatras playing some keys here. This is Georgia on My Mind in the key of G or E minor. It like goes to the parallel minor key in the B section. Should I say relative minor? I'm not sure. I always forget because it's different in German language. But yeah, you get what I mean. And always an interesting situation. I mean, this was supposed to be like a student's jam, but still, we as teachers had to kick things off, kind of, before students joined. As soon as we played a little blues and like a little repetitive kind of blues lick, everybody could join on. And then things got a little more open. Then there was the open stage, definitely. and that was fun and interesting. How some people also just want to try some stuff first and play along to other harmonica players and see what works, like try some different harmonicas before making the move and like standing right in front of the microphone, right? This is Mark Breitfelder playing. And there it goes to the minor key, right? Yeah, nice little impression. Oh, had some amazing schnitzel together with Philip Jurs. Crazy, that was really good. There was an Austrian restaurant that really focused on schnitzel. I think that was almost the only main dish they had, which is a good sign, right? Then I think that was Friday night. I also went boxing with Marco Skoll, amazing blues player. He lives in Berlin, and we always link up in Seoul. We're gonna link up in Seoul at the Harmonica Festival this summer again, early August. Philip Jurs is also gonna be there, so that was really cool. Amazing gym. They had like 15 rings up there or something crazy. This is what the concert looks like. Looked like the official one on Saturday night. This was like an incredible room. A really good fit for this sort of event. It was a little dry, so yeah, the room acoustics, like there was like no echo or anything, but at the same time, the mixer didn't have any reverb. So during the soundcheck and during rehearsal, Philippe was like, "Oh, it would be nice to have some reverb here. Like, where can we get some reverb?" And in the end, we had to grab 2 small amps from the workshop venue, and yeah, connected them kind of to the mixer. So we had like 2 microphones using the reverb from these small little amps. In the end, only 2 out of the 3 harmonica microphones had reverb on them. It's just true, like reverb makes everything sound better, kind of. It gives everything a different vibe. Like even if you don't hear it consciously, you're feeling it. And that's also the reason why there's like a whole lot of reverb on like microphones in karaoke bars, right? So you just sound a little better. But yeah, maybe there's a little clip of Philly playing here. Playing some diatonic in 3rd position. Key of A minor, this is a G harmonica. So yeah, that's what the concert was like. Victor Puertas kicked things off with some blues, then Philippe played some jazz, and then there was a little break. Then I kicked things off with a solo version of Amazing Grace, because like I wanted to play something just in front of the microphone so I could use like a lot of hand techniques and stuff, some effects. And then I started to hold the microphone, like do the handheld thing. Played a duo piece with the guitarist, a Polish film music piece, a little ballad. Then we played 500 Miles High with the whole band. There was drums, bass, guitar, plus harmonica. Amazing band on site. Very interesting for me after playing like so many concerts just in a duo setting with my pianist Benjamin Nuss, which is obviously a little more interactive, and we know each other for so long. And so it was kind of a great experience to play with a rhythm section again, and it's a different feel improvising together, and then also without rehearsals almost. Like we had like 20 minutes. We also played Overjoyed by Stevie Wonder, and then it was kind of an open stage thing in the end. So all the professional harmonica players got up. We played Bluesette by Toots Thielemans together with Philip Jurs and Ariel Bart, who also lives in Berlin. So that was exciting, soloing in between these amazing jazz diatonic players. And then there was a blues to close things off. And Adam Sikora joined, fantastic pre-war blues player from Berlin. Victor Pruetras again, Markus Kohl on stage, Mark Breitfelder on stage, Ariel Bart, and I guess that's it. Yeah. So incredible to have an event like this in a city like Berlin. There's a little clip from my part of the show. Philip took this, I guess. Yeah, some 500 miles high there, playing a C harmonica. In the end, it was kind of interesting that we still had to teach on Sunday, like the day after the concert, but that worked out well and didn't feel weird at all in the end. Of course, we took some pictures with Julia, who organized the whole event. Amazing. This is us standing in front of the classrooms. Yeah, here's another one. So it was a fun experience, and I'm happy to give more multi-day harmonica masterclasses in the future, especially at the Harmonica Masters next year. That's exciting. So I'm gonna think of stuff to talk about. But yeah, in Berlin, that was amazing. I had some great students, and excited to share the material we worked on too. If you want to be the first to have access, check out the description box below and subscribe to my Patreon. I'm so excited to practice myself after this event and figuring out some new stuff, playing diatonic, playing chromatic, also maybe trying some other custom harps, maybe by Joel Anderson. I'm gonna ask him like how much time he needs to build a harmonica for me. I'm gonna have my Thomas Hanke harps tuned, and yeah, prepping for summer, prepping for both South Korea and Japan, where I'm going to play for a week at the expo in Osaka with my pianist Benjamin Nuss, and we're going to play a completely new program and set of music there, focusing on Japanese music and anime music. And so yeah, I got to do some song scouting in the end, which I'll definitely share. I'll share the journey and find some sheet music, create some sheet music, maybe even writing some arrangements, sort of. Really excited about this. Let me know what you're up to, and I'm excited for the upcoming videos and live streams. Check out the description box below. Some important days, the next Hohner Live. I think that's June 17th, if I'm not wrong. We're going to talk to Dan Murphy on the Hohner YouTube channel, who's this amazing beatbox harmonica player who recently played harmonica on German TV, at like Germany's Got Talent. So we're going to talk about his experience doing that. Obviously, there will be another Hohner Live. Then we got the challenge on June 29th, Special Effects Challenge. And yeah, I will create some instructional videos too, especially on Patreon, so check that out, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.